You ready to take all of that out?
Yeah.
This was a mistake. And just like that, we get the floor ready to rock. It really stinks in this room because the carpet, the big cat or fat one, couldn't really get up in the litter box, so she would just pee on the carpet. And so, you know, if we pull the carpet up, it won't smell like cat pee anymore. If she does pee on it, we can just mop it. But hopefully, with this new litter box we got, because it has a ramp on it, she won't do that as much. So now for the next step, and probably the most fun part, tearing up the carpet. All right, so I'm absolutely disgusted right now. I'm not sure if you can see this, but that is the bar that was holding on the carpet, just soaked with urine. There's pee all in this padding. You can see the underside of the carpet just has multiple pee spots all in it. It's disgusting. It's not her fault. She's a really, really big cat. She's just really old. But man, it's nasty in here. So I'm going to take all the trim off, take all this padding up, and take these tacks up, and then we'll get to putting in the new flooring. All right, so what am I talking about? The padding underneath was pretty easy to rip up. It was just glued on the edges. So these strips right here, I'm just taking just some sort of wedge, and everywhere you see these big going up under there and pulling them up, it's not actually too bad. Okay, padding's up, all the carpet strips are out. Last thing before we start installing new floor, we gotta take off this trim. What you doing out here?
Repotting my plants into bigger pots.
What you got there?
This is a bonsai tree. The plant that was in this, I put in that, my waffle plant.
Wow.
Coming along. I'm making a mess, but it's fun.
I'm making a bigger mess, I promise.
Oh yeah?
All right, we got the first two trim boards off. Sorry, you can probably hear my music, but I just want to show you how I'm doing this really quickly since I showed you everything else. There's a bit of caulk here in between the trim and the wall. So I'm just taking my utility knife, scoring that. I'm just gonna wedge myself up in there, pull this away from the wall. Well, all the trim's up. I know in the last little clip I said that once the trim's up we could start, but there's actually pretty big clumps of padding still where the adhesive was. So I'm going over and scraping up the big chunks of adhesive. Then we're going to sweep it and vacuum it out, and then we'll get to putting in some new tile.
This is going to be the creative part.
Is it loud? Is it scary? Dutchan, are you scared? Well, that was unnecessary. We're doing trim work later, yeah.
they're interested in tile spacers. That's interesting. We had a couple things go wrong with the flooring, so I need a couple more things from Home Depot, so we took a break on that for now. Went and got me a powered caulk gun. Absolutely unnecessary, but I'm very excited about it. It stinks bad. Ugh!
How's
Check this out.
your
What?
gun?
Okay, you probably can't tell the timeline of this video because it started like 2 weeks ago and it's still ongoing. There's just a lot went wrong with the floors and we got really busy. I'm gonna finish the floor today. So the litter box has been working really, really well. Cats have been using it really, really well. But I'm gonna make my coffee. I'm gonna finish the floor. Out our rainbows all in the kitchen. It's from this little deal. So I'm not sure if this was actually the right thing to do here. But, you know, there was a gap between the wall and the subfloor. So I just took a bead of all-purpose caulk and beaded that together. Also, those spacers where I needed to put some pressure on the tiles so I could click them in. And the spacers wouldn't rest against nothing. So I put a bead of caulk in. That took, I don't know, 3 days to dry up. So I'm ready to start working on this again. We made it around the weird shelf.
Thank God.
What are y'all doing? Making TikToks?
We're trying, but it's not. Why'd you have to get my pimple side? Yeah,
I'm trying to hang this
I could have done it.
to find the.
I only did the rest of the stuff. Fart. That's a beaut. Yes, it is. 32 7/8.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we going?
Home to pot.
Why?
Wood. And I feel
We're here at the Home Depot getting more tile. I'm just looking for the Shadow Hickory. I think it's this one. Great work, Brandy.
over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder. Here we go. I didn't bring it.
It's attached to the table. Oh my gosh.
Clean.
They just really were like, yeah, we trust you.
Yeah. So this
And we
is the
need
front.
one for the other
This is the
long
main
side.
side. We need one more 11 and one full 6.
Okay.
We almost took a
I
look.
hope this is the right one.
Is it the same? Let's compare.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's the same.
It's a little coldy out here.
One thing's for certain, we're not going fast on Robinson.
I'm not annoying. Single Brooklyn. These are for you.
Okay, girls.
Save the green ones. Yeah.
What's up?
Hey!
Look at that.
Should just left the camera on that the whole time.
Look at that.
Look at that. It's
Yeah,
going
but-
great.
Half the closet done. We're going to shut the door in a minute. Now.
Bye. Bye. She's feeding us rabbit food.
Looks like little loaves of bread.
Vlogging our life!
But I didn't want to salt with soy sauce. Why are you gonna drink beer first?
It tastes good, Jake. It could be a baby. Oh.
I did not mean to do that.
Did it on purpose.
Tastes like a tater tot.
Well, I fried it.
I've been installing floors today, and I get coconut rice and beans.
It's tofu.
I'm not trying to be mean, but they don't really taste like anything. Woo, look at that closet floor. It looks so good. I got the trim over there. Womp. I still got to do the trim on the edges here, but man, I'm just happy to have the main part done. We're finishing up this trim today. I've already got a couple pieces in. Don't mind my garage. It's a hair messy. I'm watching the Chiefs game. Let's do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go take the measurements of all the remaining pieces of trim that I need, measure them out, write them down, come back out here and make all the cuts. So what I'm doing, instead of mitering the inside edge, I'm taking the little piece that we left and I'm going to take it and put it on this edge where it's going to meet up with the other piece. And I'm basically going to cut out the shape with my jigsaw. That way that'll get nice and flush without having to cut miters. I could just cut miters, but I sort of got ahead of myself and put a piece in already. And I don't want to take that piece off and re-miter. So I'm just going to take these and take that out. And there you go. The closet floor is so new and done and good. I did miter that corner. I had to miter that corner. Looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but that's a good looking closet.